Hi, I'm Bart Hanson. I'm the owner and lead instructor for CrushLivePoker.com. The following hand comes from our call-in show that we record at 4:45 p.m. Pacific Time every Monday. If you want to call in your hand, check out the instructions in the video description. Vancouver, 778.
Hey, Bart, how you doing?
How's it going?
Yeah, good, man.
Thanks for waiting around and anchoring the show.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, we got a hand for us?
Yes. So this is playing 2-5, as you say, in Vancouver. It's a 1,200 cap game. I am $2,500 effective with the main villain. Been playing for about 4 or 5 hours, but just got moved to the main game and haven't seen much from the.
This is a
the main villain at hand.
2-5 game with a 1,200 cap?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
weird.
Kind of weird.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah.
Who decided that? Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I think maybe just to have some distinction with the 5-10 games. I don't really know. Yeah. But anyway, so there's an open to 20 under the gun 1 and 4 callers behind, including the button, who's the main villain.
Okay.
And I call in the big blind with king of diamonds, 10 of diamonds.
So hero calls in big blind, king of diamonds, 10 of diamonds. You know, you could obviously. I mean, I would just tend to call here, but you can sometimes squeeze like a hand like this from the big blind. But obviously, I don't
Yeah, that was
calling.
one question that I had.
I mean, it would be a partial, right, at this stack depth, which is over 200. So the pot's like 6 ways then?
Yeah, 6 ways.
Okay.
Flop comes down ace of diamonds, jack of diamonds, 6 of spades.
Ace of diamonds, jack of diamonds, 6 of spades.
Yeah.
So you flop a royal flush draw.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And checks all the way through. Turn comes a 10 of spades. And I decide to lead out for 50.
All right. So I remember when you emailed this in here. So I'm going to stop you right there. I am going to stop you right there. So, I'm not exactly sure. So the turn is a 10, right? An offsuit 10, right? Like 10 of hearts?
Right? Yeah. So but it brings a backdoor spade draw, 10 of spades.
All right. So 10 of spades. So even though UTG checked the flop, right? And then it got checked through, do you really think you're going to get a bunch of folds here by betting 50? Now, I know that you probably could go bet, but you block some of the diamond draws. I just feel like I'd almost rather maximize my fold equity here through a check raise as opposed to like just leading 50 here. So I'm not a huge fan of coming out and leading 50 into 5 people after the flop got checked around, especially when somebody might be checking a weak ace because it's so multi-way, you know, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So you lead 50.
No, that makes a lot of sense. And that's kind of what I was thinking in retrospect. But yeah, so it folds to the button, who now raises to 125.
So folds all the way to the button.
Yeah.
Raises to 125. Okay. Yep.
And I just call.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything you can do but call here. I mean, really, this raise is going to represent or should represent. I don't think that, put it this way. Look at this situation, right? You're the only one that has an undefined hand here. So this is why positional awareness is important, right? When we assume that the natural progression is that everyone sort of checks to the preflop raiser, because the preflop raiser is basically first to act or early position, you've checked to him, he checked, and then everyone else checked behind. You're the only one that your hand is basically undefined, right? Because it's not like the preflop raiser checked on the button and everyone's hand's undefined because they're naturally checking in the preflop raiser. You're the only one to the right of the preflop raiser. So this guy, like, he's not like raising, or he shouldn't be raising unless he's terrible with like ace 7 for like a showdown raise. You know what I mean? He could have a hand like jack 10, and it's weird to slow play some sort of flop like ace jack or ace 6, and he could also have king queen. But I wouldn't expect there to be a lot of fold equity with a bet 3-bet. I would just call here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I do, and then the river comes 6 of hearts.
So 370 to the river. The river is a 6 of hearts.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I checked to the button. He bets 175 into what I think is now about 375.
So 6 of hearts. By the way, like you said, the turn brought a backdoor spade draw, so maybe you were thinking that he might be raising on the come with spades. So you check and the button bet's 175 here. Is that right?
Yeah. Correct.
And now your question is whether or not you should call or raise?
Yeah. So I wasn't really thinking about raising it in the moment, but in retrospect, that sort of came to mind, and so I wanted to kind of talk that through with you.
Well, I mean, it's going to be very... this is interesting here because the 6 pairs, the logical kind of 2-pair types of hand that would now be counterfeit in the form of Jack 10, right? That would sort of be counterfeit.
Yeah.
You wouldn't expect that to bet. If he did raise an Ace X hand, he would probably check it back as well. But I still feel like he just has a bunch of King Queens here. And I'm trying to search for a bluff here that he has, and that you beat, and I guess it would just be like missed spades. Like occasionally too, it would suck if you lose to like Jack X of spades that thinks that he's like bluffing, like he was going to make a showdown turn raise, and now for some reason he's clicking buttons. He's going to bluff the river, try to get you off a weak ace. And I'm trying to think if you could raising here be a better play. Because he's very rarely ever going to have jacks, he's never going to have jacks, not going to have aces. He could have 10s and, quad 6s. I would just fold, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
People are saying queen 9 of spades. I mean, yeah, that's one hand. But, yeah, props to B. Alvin. I would just fold.
9-8 of spades, 9-8 of spades, 7-8 of spades are both sort of combo draws on the turn as well.
Yeah, but queen 9 of spades, 7-8 of spades, 9-8 of spades. That's 3 hands, though. How many king queens are there? You have one of the kings in your hand. So there are 3 kings left and 4 queens. There's 12. If he's got king queen here, and he calls the offsuit king queens, which a lot of people are going to do as an overcall, he's got 4 times more value than he does with some of those bluffed combo draws. And then occasionally he even has more value. Like I said, like maybe he's got one combo of quads or something, bottom set or something, some sort of slow played hand on the flop. But you're getting 545. I mean, you're getting like 3-1. I don't think that I would make this call here. I also think that if he was going to raise on the come on the turn with spades, he would do it more than just a min raise. You know what I mean? Right. So what ended up happening?
Yeah, so I did end up calling, just figuring like, okay, well, I'm trying to make some sort of GTO move.
Thinking of what? What were you?
Just like I blocked king queen, I blocked pocket 10s. Those are like the 2 main value hands that I can make sense of, and not thinking about the fact that, like you say, most of the spade combos that he could be raising the turn with are also paired up.
Well, no, I mean they're not paired up, right? Well, Jack X of spades.
Well, like any Ace X of spades, any Jack X of spades.
Yeah, I mean Ace X of spades, Jack X of spades. Oh, that's another one thing too, where I said like he might not raise the turn with Ace X and then bet the river, but maybe he does it with Ace X of spades and he feels like he's protected with the Jack out there. I tend to doubt that. I just think that all the combo draws that aren't paired, the ratio of him having value hands is just going to be way more than what is basically 175 and a 370, which is like, the pot's 545, 175 for you to call. You're getting like 3-1. I think the ratio is way, way higher. Anyways, you called. What did he have?
He did have king queen, yeah.
King queen. Yeah, I mean, see, you block king queen, but there's full 12 combos though,
Yeah, but because he bet somewhat small on the river, that's why I was thinking maybe it is a good spot to raise, because he really is only repping king queen.
Well, the question is that if you're going to raise, well, here, the reason why you would raise here is if you think that he would fold king queen or he doesn't have many full houses there himself. But I would not try to get somebody off of king queen here, because the full houses that you're going to have in the big blind aren't gonna really be the nut full houses, I feel like, all that much. Meaning that, like, I don't know, like, even if you had like 10-6 suited and you were completing, right? Are you gonna check jam that like to a huge sizing on the river? I mean, if I was but then again, if I had king queen and I played it this way, I might default to think that nobody check raises the river as a bluff at this level. But and then I'd have to think, well, maybe you got jack 6 or 10-6. I probably wouldn't do it. I don't think it works as much, and I would probably just fold here. Anyways, thanks for the call. I appreciate it. Hey guys, if you like what you've seen here, please click on the subscribe button and you'll get notified every time we put up a new video. And if you want to check out crushlivepoker.com for the first month free, use the code YTA200. Click on the link right there.